Hi, this is your Math and Physics tutor Cole, and today we are going to cover some basic algebra in math. Let's start from this one. Let's say, what is negative 17 plus 29? To do a question like this, it's easier to view it from another perspective. Rather than do negative 17 plus 29, and we do 29 take away 17. They are the same. And what is 29 minus 17? This becomes much easier. It equals 9 take away 7, which gives us 2. 2 take away 1 gives us 1. So the answer is 12. Now let's look at what is 17 take away 29. And if some of my students like to work on the number line, they thinking this way. The number line here is 17, and then we go 1, okay, now 16, and then another one, going 29 times. Where are we going to end? Maybe negative something? I don't know. This is a very complicated method. And rather than this way, and we can do it very easily by another method, which is 17 take away 29 is the same as negative 29 take away 17. So what does this is? What is 29 take away 17? We know from there it's 12, so it's negative 12. This is the way how it should be done, and this is the way probably everyone do math like this. Now let's do another exercise. What is 43 take away 87? Now it becomes easy, and we give a negative sign and a bracket. 87 take away 43. What is 87 take away 43? 7 take away 3 gives us 4. 8 take away 4 gives us another 4. And negative sign, we copy it. So the answer is negative 44. Now let's move on to solve equations. The reason why I introduced you this equation more than just a solving equation it is more about opening bracket. In math, we are going to deal with opening bracket, expanding the bracket all the time. And many students have problems with expanding bracket, especially there is some negative sign or coefficient in front of the bracket. Now, let me introduce you a proper way to do this. For a question like this, if there's a negative sign, we can always convert the negative sign into positive sign and then do the algebra. Let's rewrite this equation and change all the negative signs into rewrite the negative signs into negative numbers. It's 4, 5 plus 2x. This is my notation about x, but many students feel it's confusing. So I'm trying to change my notation into another one. And you see, this is a negative minus 2. Rather than we say minus 2, we say plus negative 2. In this way, it helps you to reduce the chance to make a mistake. And rather than say minus x, we say plus negative x. Equals the right hand side, which is 2. And now let's open the bracket now. 4 times 5 and 4 times 2x. For the second bracket, we have negative 2 times 6 and negative 2 times negative x. So now we are ready. So 4 times 5 gives us 20. 4 times 2x gives us 8x. Plus negative 2 times 6 gives us negative 12. Negative 2 times negative x gives us positive 2x. And equals right hand side, which is 2. Now let's combine the like terms. 20 and negative 12, so we can write them into 20 plus negative 12, which is 20 plus negative 12, 20 plus negative 12. Okay, let's do it step by step. Plus negative 12 and plus 8x plus 2x equals right hand side to 2. Now let's combine like terms, and 20 plus negative 12 is the same as 20 minus 12. Now we need to combine the positive and negative sign together because we are going to have the final result. Plus 8x plus 2x gives us 10x equal still right hand side to 2. So 20 take away 12 is 8 plus 10x equals 2. So we take away 8, take away 8. And what are we going to have? We are going to have 10x on the left hand side, and on the right hand side you are going to have 2 minus 8. What is 2 minus 8? It is the same as negative 8 minus 2. Do you remember? The method we taught here. A small number take away a big number. So we swap their position and put negative sign in front. So 8 minus 2 is 6, so the answer is negative 6 for them. So we have 10x equals negative 6. How to find x? Both sides we divide by 10. So we have 10x divided by 10 equals 6x 6 divided by 10, negative 6 divided by 10. Negative 6 divided by 10. So we can have finally x equals negative 6 divided by 10, which is negative 3 on 5. Why negative 6 over 10 is 3 on 5? Because you can divide by 2 for numerator and denominator. And for numerator 6 becomes 3, for denominator 10 becomes 5. Now let's look at 5 over 8 plus 2 over 7. What is that? So to find an answer, first we need to find the common denominator for 2 of them. What is the common denominator? The easiest way to find the common denominator is that use the denominator of this one times the denominator of that one. So the result certainly will give you a common denominator of both of them. So in this case, the common denominator we found is 8 times 7. Because originally we have 5 of 8. Now we change the denominator into 8 times 7. To make equivalent change, we can only make equivalent change. We have to times the numerator by 7 as well. Similarly, for second term, we times 8 for the numerator and denominator. So we have 5 times 7 equals 35. 8 times 7 equals 56. For the second part, 2 times 8 gives 16. 7 times 8 gives something, 59, 56. So it is 51 over 56 for 5 over 8 plus 2 over 7. Now let's compare which one is bigger. It is 5 over 8 or 4 over 7. How to compare them? To compare them, we have to find a common denominator, like what we have done here. In this case, you see, if we have found the common denominator, and we can say this one is bigger because the numerator is much bigger than the other one. So let's find a common denominator between of them. The common denominator is the same way. So 5 over 8 can be written as 8 times 7, and for numerator as 5 times 7. So in this way, we are going to have 5 times 7 gives us 35, and 8 times 7 gives 56 again. So for 4 over 7, what is that? 4 over 7. And for numerator and denominator, we times 7 at the same time. So, times 8 at the same time. You see, I make mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. Don't do too much exercise. No matter how many exercises you do, you are still going to make mistakes. It's just like driving a car. No matter how good you are, you still may have an accident. What is 4 times 8? Which gives us 32. What is 7 times 8? Which gives us 56. So in this case, you can compare. 35 is much bigger than, at least it's bigger than 32. So 5 over 8 is larger than 4 over 7. That's it for this basic algebra class.